Morning all, welcome back to the channel. Water Loadable episode 38. We're on the K11 daily today. Yesterday it skipped a beat for the first time, apart from coil packs, but all of a sudden smelt coolant. Looked at the gauge and it was like on maximum. Don't know if you can see, but the fan isn't connected anymore. I had hoped it was something to do with the crack that's in here, but that looked untouched, although there doesn't seem to be any coolant in there. So no idea when this started or when this failed. I have a sub in the boot of this car, so I drive it very loud and don't pay much attention to the rest of it. Oh, that should be on there. So first thing I'm going to do, because I've got one here, is pressure test this, or pressure test the radiator. I'm pretty sure there's moisture there, and where that fan's been spinning and spinning and spinning, I'm sure we've got a leak. Annoyingly, I need to get to Euro Car Parts to get some stuff for the Stadia this morning. So had hoped I could just top this up and go, but this is going to be a bit more major. Fortunately though, got a spare Micra, so going to do a pressure test to see whether it is leaking from the radiator or whether it's just got hot because the fan had given up, and go from there. So unfortunately the gauge on this thing doesn't work, but instantly I'm getting a leak from here, so that's promising. Going to tighten that up and see whether there's anything else radiator wise that's leaking. Because if I can just swap the fan, that's like a 10-minute job optimistically, whereas if I have to swap the radiator, that's going to be an hour or so. So right, let's see what we can do. Right, I think we might have struck gold. I did one test. Oh, so what I was going to say is I did one test, couldn't hear any leaks. So then I put some more water in it. Didn't actually need all that much water, but I did spill loads. And it's hard to see. I don't know what pressure I'm on, so I don't know whether I'm overdoing it. Just a little bit of movement over here. Oh, sorry. I don't know whether that's just dripping from above or it's leaking from somewhere. So I'm going to give it a couple more pumps, leave it for 5 minutes, and then see. I'll also get a rag and try and dry it a little bit. Just then we know whether it's the radiator or just the fan. Either way, I don't think it's too major to swap it out. Alright, back from the 5-minute interlude, and yeah, we got a hole in the radiator, so I'm going to drain it, get the fan out, get the radiator out, and get the other one swapped in. Right, about to start radiator removal. I'm going to take off this hose, get the fan out of the way, then I can get down to the bottom hose, disconnect that, let it drain. I'm not going to use a jack or stands or anything like that. I think I can access everything without doing that. Then rinse and repeat on the other car. I'm going to time it because I think I can do this in no time, and it makes it a little bit more fun. So, okay, so there's two like big Phillips screws there to get the fan shroud out, and then doesn't appear to be connected at the bottom. I think it just slots in, so I'm going to find a way to get that out, get this debris out. Looks like I am going to have to get on the floor to reach that Jubilee because it's pointed down, but that's not a problem. And then to get the radiator out, I think we just pull these bungs and then it kind of lifts and shifts. So yeah, clock's going, we'll crack on. Okay, so 9 minutes to get a broken one out. I've got a rough idea. Didn't know what I was meant to do down here. It didn't kind of want to swap up and out like I wanted it to, so I tried to disconnect the cross member but sheared the heads off the box. So don't know whether I'm worried about that or not. I might try and drill them out and see, but that's the least of my worries today. Let's get the other radiator out now and try not to be as brutal and get it fitted. Okay, so I'm over onto the donor car. God bless this car cane habit, my car collection, otherwise I would be totally screwed this weekend. Gonna try and be a bit more delicate because I want this to stay intact and I want it to come out as a whole. I've already dropped the bottom hose and drained it. I think I'll probably take that hose off to get it out of the way. Excuse me. Do the same with this hose to get that out of the way. I'm going to spray some WD or penetrant on these ones to hopefully undo that without shearing those, because that will make it all a lot easier. Okay, so fresh radiator and fan out. Looks to be in pretty good condition. Got a different pressure cap, so I have to check to see what the correct one is. I'm sure the other one is 0.9, this is 1.1. One of the heads sheared there, but the other one came out. Had to undo 12mm there, which isn't there in the other one because that vertical bit's rotted out. So yeah, let's go and put it in the other one. Actually a bit of a godsend because got to do the clutch on this one before it goes off ready for racing, so we've actually made a bit more access, so when it comes to doing that, that'll be easier. I've already done the clutch and gearbox on the other car and I didn't take out the radiator and it was a bit of a mission, so that's all good. Let's go and sling this one in. Right, this thing's well crusty, so I thought while the radiator's out I'm gonna sling load of Q rust, some rust converter. I missed a few bits, not worried about that, but anything structural I wanted to get a little bit on while the radiator's out. I'm going to get these hoses off, then work out which ones are nicer. Use the nicer ones on here, worry about the other car at a later date. Right, provisionally all sorted. I've just got it up to temperature, I've kept topping it up. Annoyingly my big fancy funnel doesn't fit in that, but should be right. Gonna go pop into town now, pick up some stuff from Euro car parts and hopefully get this up to temp. Did have to replace the fuse in there as well, which is a fusible link kind of thing. As I poked it I saw it spark and arc, so definitely when the other fan got jammed it popped the fuse, which is fair enough, but again had a spare in the other Micra, so yeah, should be all good. We're going to go pick up some ATF at the stage here and do that this afternoon, so I might even churn out another video today. Thanks as ever for watching. Hopefully you found this useful if you too are planning to swap a radiator on a K11 Micra. Up to 180 subscribers, so that's really good. More and more seem to be joining each week, so if you're liking these videos, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment for anything that you want to see Micra or Stagia related. I'm now on my summer break, so got lots of content coming.